might have to get this on for us, mate. I'm not. Arthur Needham again with the inimitable John Bell, and here we are for the night match after that last unbelievable super over match. We've got the Sydney Kangaroos full of first graders, then we've got the Napoleans from Brisbane. First ball gone.
Napoleons are batting.
And Napoleons are batting. First ball's gone.
And Tejas Verma is the bowler.
Tejas is bowling. This Sydney team is kind of stacked with big first grade players. And I hope we're streaming because I can't hear anything coming back through this.
Aryan Jane. I think he plays first grade somewhere. Aryan Jane.
Yes. So, okay, here we go again.
Second ball, no run.
So we're starting to gear up here. If we look at what's happening, Sydney should win this. But in the last match, the Napoleons did start to come good. So here we are, third ball. Oh, play and miss. There's still a bit of juice in the wicket. No, it's okay. There's still a little bit of juice in the wicket. In again, bowling from the southern end. On a good length. Big slash outside off stump and missed. 4 gone for no run. Bit of movement off the wicket, John.
Well, the Knights closed in on us now, and there should be some juice in the wicket because there was plenty in the previous game here.
Yep. And beautiful orangey sunset in the west there with just a few clouds on the horizon. Oh, lovely shot. Stroke through the covers. Will it get there? Fast field, yes. Lovely shot for 4. Great 4 by Sharma. Lovely cover drive. Slightly overpitched. Oh, lovely shot. Stroke through the covers. Will it get there? Fast field, yes. Lovely shot for 4. It was a nice shot, John. He's just, maybe he hasn't got his foot to the pitch of the ball, but...
Oh, it's a beautiful clean hit. Straight through the covers. 4 runs.
4 runs. Okay.
Can you hear?
I don't think.
And again, he's gone over the covers this time. Landed safely. 2/3 away to the boundary. Easy 2. Another slash through the covers. Well, it didn't go exactly where he wanted it, but aiming straighter. Still, a 4 and a 2. And again, he's gone over the covers this time. Landed safely. 2/3 away to... Okay, let's set the scene, John. It's dusk, the lights are 100% just about. Would be 24, 25 degrees, starting to cool down. That's a good ball just played back to the bowler there. Next to a major airfield, of course, so we'll hear some noise from there. And taking off is something rather big with 4 motors, I think.
Not quite as noisy as the jets that were flying over in the prior game.
No, they were very noisy, John. So, okay, that's the first over gone. 7 runs. So let's see what's happening here. Discussion. Looks like right arm over. Batter is a left-hander. What's the field, John? It's not what you'd call an attacking field. No slip. Deep third. Point next to the umpire.
Looks to me like a spinner is on.
Cover. Deep cover. Short or mid on. Long off. Mid wicket. And probably a deep fine, which we can't see. So spinner is coming right arm over. Oh no, he might be slightly quicker than a spinner. No, just medium pace. Inside edge to mid on.
No run.
So normally here,
The field is going all good. It's going good. Yeah. The field is going well.
so just another shot there. Let's see what happens. Yes, inside edge. So just, you know, this is interesting. The last game, the team that batted first they were a bit languid. Here they look like they're a bit more switched on. Well, it's a bit cooler too, so that doesn't hurt. So we've got Kurland bowling. We've got a slightly bigger crowd here too, because it is a working day here, of course, so that's nice to see.
Plenty of support for the local team, Arthur.
Yes, good support again. Look at that. That's good. Just a little get-off strike shot. Tap into the offside. That's the way. That's the way to start to break up the bowling early. Get on top early. Break it up a bit.
Local team, Arthur.
Yes.
So we got Aryan
Good support
Jain
again.
and
Look at that. That's good. Just a little get-off strike shot. Aryan Jain and Sohan Sharma. Okay, here he comes again. This is just a steady over. Oh, down the leg side. That would be a wide. I don't know. There's an appeal there. He's missed it by... missed it by a long way. But there was an appeal. Not out, of course. So that's a wide. The bowler looked very interested there. Not quite sure why. He's still doing a bit off the wicket, John. Maybe a little bit in the air as well. Oh, that one jumped a bit on him, but they've got a single. Just out into the gully where they've run through for a quick single.
Well, the bowling's not quick, Arthur, but it's on the spot.
It's
so
there
far.
or thereabouts, John.
And
So it's second rate.
as the night sets in, I'm sure we're going to see a very thrilling match between these two teams.
Yep.
The traditional rivals, Brisbane and Sydney.
Well, he's bowled it wide. It was, I think, a bit unlucky. It went off the seam a little bit, but yeah, the traditional rivals, John. And the funny thing is, of course, is we've got the Brisbane team playing in the New South Wales blue colours.
Yes.
Playing as blue baggers, which is very interesting. I think they should go to maroon next year. Okay, next one. Slapped straight down the ground.
Should be 2 runs.
Should be 2. Picked up.
Wasn't really timed.
No.
Bit of a slash, but
Yeah.
he gets away with it.
Yep. That's a good 2. So we've had 3 singles, 2 wides and a 2. So none for 14 with 1 ball to go in the second over. Oh, not out. That one just outside the off stump and it jumped off a length.
It jumped up a length and it was a good shout, but I don't think he was able to get near it at all.
I think the ball was way too good for him. We've seen that in the first match, John, especially at the southern end where the wicket has been jumping a bit. Slid a little bit at the northern end, but at the southern end here, where we're commentating from the southern end, there's a bit of a flirt in the wicket, just there or thereabouts on a length. I think it's, you know, if you're batting there, if you don't go hard, you'll go out.
Well, if you look at that ball there was quite a deal of movement as it went through into the batsman.
Yeah. So end of 2 overs, none for 14, which is not bad. And, you know, they scored 127 in the last game, both teams in the first innings. So the pitch has got a little bit in it for the bowlers, it seems.
Yeah.
Start of the third over.
I'll be very interested to see how Sohan goes. Sohan, he's already at his young age spent 2 or 3 years playing in India.
Well, you know, he's got 9 off 10, so... And he looks very compact player, John.
He's been very promising all the way through, coached by his dad.
Yep.
And, yeah, he's done a great job.
Played it out to deep point, off the back foot, plays off front and back foot. Looks very well balanced. Sees it early, plays it late, John. Sign of a good batsman.
Yeah. Well, I think there are a few young players in Australia who would have had the experience that he has had already, Arthur, by 2, at least 2, maybe 3 seasons in India, and he would only be, I guess, 18 or 19.
Well, the problem is, of course, is India plays in their winter, which is our summer, and the seasons are the same. That one's just pushed down to deep fine for a single. And what have we got? We've got a no ball by the looks. Umpire's holding no ball. Yes. Free hit.
Free hit, no ball.
No ball. So, of course, the batsman had run there. The field can change because it's another batter there. They've got a run. So the field can change. So let's see what's happening. The bowler is now coming right arm around to the left-hander. Jane, the left-hander.
Mm.
Oh,
Whoa.
whoa, that's a no ball.
That's
Yeah.
That's a wide.
No, that's a no ball, John. It was off the cut surface.
Yes, it was correct.
No ball. It was off the cut surface.
Free hit.
It's another free hit. That's a very rare. Once it's off the cut surface, it's a no ball. That's as rare as they come. By the way, the batter is Arian Jane, and I'd like to send a hello to AJ Jane from Manaha Publishers, who is mine and my co-author's publisher, Manaha Publishers in Delhi. So AJ, hello AJ, how are you, mate? Next ball, larruped, and that's about all that can be said. And for a single, well fielded at mid-wicket. Right, let's see what he can do with this one. It's been a bit wayward, John. Just poked into the offside for a single.
And beautifully run.
Yes.
Tip and run, tip and run.
John, you've had a long, long career in coaching and playing, first class, etc. How many no balls have you seen from a bowler that has missed the wicket in your career?
How many no balls that have missed the wicket?
Yeah, the bowls missed the wicket and caught,
missed the pitch.
Yeah, and called no balls. How many have you seen in your career?
I can't really think of any, Arthur.
That's the first one that I've actually been at the ground or playing and I've seen. And I've been playing for nearly 70 years, John, as a child. That's the first one I've actually been at the ground at a match where I've seen that happen. So you learn a new thing. And for the viewers that are listening, we're having a chat in the past match. I'd umpired an over that there were 43 runs came off, and there was a Wanderers over this season in Brisbane. Wanderers, a touring team that play schoolboys, where Brisbane stayed high. 50 runs came off the first over. Think about it, 50 runs off one over.
How many?
50. 5-0.
Excuse me. Well,
so
I presume that was his only over.
Well, if I was the captain, I would have told him he had a hamstring pull after he'd gone for about 34 and said, get off, we'll get someone else to finish it. But I saw the scorecard. They were playing Ipswich Grammar, and I couldn't believe the scorecard because I've been skiding. I'd seen 43, and that was the best ever. And there's the scorecard with 50 and one over. Yes, Wanderers won that match, strangely. Okay, we've now got, after 3 overs, 21 runs, steady run rate of 7. We've got Sharma 11 from 13, Jane 5 from 8.
I'm just looking at the Sydney Kangaroos side. They've got a lot of very good Premier grade players playing, some New South Wales representatives.
Yeah, I excuse me, folks. No, I'm not smoking a biddy here, although I wish I was. I'm not allowed to when I'm back home in Australia. That's why I'm probably coughing from the biddies I smoked in India on my last trip. So they have got a big, strong list. So, okay, they've just pulled in their man from deep third and they pulled him onto almost onto the ring. Lovely off drive to deep long off for a single.
Well, the Napoleans haven't actually fired so far this tournament, Arthur, so they'll be looking to play really well in this game.
Well, talking to the captain just before he went out, they seem to have played better in the second innings of their last match, and he's quietly confident that they're gelling as a team now.
I hope so.
Yeah, so we can't be biased, but it's Brisbane versus Sydney. So, that was one of a lovely cut shot, misfielded, but there's always a single.
Well, it's not exactly state of origin, Arthur,
but still, John, let's be honest.
There's always a little bit of feeling between the two states.
What do you mean a little bit, John? There's a weird cricket story in an over-60s carnival. I was actually asked to captain New South Wales. I think I was kicked out of the Queensland team for poor performance, but I was actually asked to captain New South Wales. There's another quick single into the onside. And, you know, normally being asked to captain a state representative team, although it was over 60s, is a big honour.
Wow.
I was kind of shocked and stunned. And I think I would have been killed if I'd gone out on the field in the blue colours of New South Wales as captain. And
well, it's been a wonderful rivalry over many decades, and I'm sure it will continue.
I apologise for the coughing. I'm just a little excited here at this rivalry. And it will continue, and in rugby league, which in the subcontinent they don't know much about, big rivalry, interstate rivalry. That shot came out of the under-12s folks, through to the keeper for none. In rugby league there is a big interstate carnival that is huge, which Queensland won. And if I may also, in the football game here, Australian rules, the Brisbane team has won the last 2 Australian championships. So there are a couple of teams from New South Wales, but mostly from, you know, a lot from Victoria. So the big interstate rivalry. But as I said, John, I'm very disappointed to see a Queensland team wearing blue. Now, look at the size of this quick, John. Goodness me.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, big man. Steams in. Ah.
Got it over the top.
He got it over the top. Outside edge.
And
over the top of point. And they've got 2.
very well fielded out there.
Yes, very well fielded on the boundary. Nice slide. Flicked it back. But again, those shots in the air, John, they're just landing in the right spot.
And Arthur, what's noticeable about that bit of fielding was that three fielders raced to the boundary.
Yes.
After that ball, so
yes,
they're up for the game.
Up and
No doubt
about.
that.
They are up and about. Okay, round the wicket to the left-hander, and he's just hit that magnificently. Haven't even bothered to run.
One bounce, 4.
One bounce, straight over cover. 4 runs. What a great shot. Well, TJ is getting kind of taken a bit here, John. And just having a look at that ball again, he's backed away and hit it straight over cover. Straight into the boundary. Wonderful. I'm reminded of a game that you captained. I think it was the Wynnum Manly 50th T20 game where a certain state player, Mark Gaskell, it's just a poke into the leg side for a single. Certain ex-state player, Mark Gaskell, of the wonderful Gabba Sports in Brisbane, hit the biggest 6 I've ever seen in the world over cover. At the Wynnum field, there's a creek on one side, and Eddie has just taken this ball from this young tearaway quick and put it 115 metres. It didn't last much longer. I think he kind of couldn't believe what happened, but that's the best cover 6 I've ever seen. Oh, how's that? Down leg side, I'd say, John.
I would say leg side. Just going back to Mark Gaskell, he was an extraordinary player and hitter of the ball. He had some of the biggest 6s that you would ever see. And, you know, he played Sheffield Shield for Queensland. Actually, as a 19-year-old, he opened the batting for Queensland, which was maybe a little bit too early for him. But he developed into a very, very strong player. And, of course, they had the Gabba sporting brand, you know, the Gabba bats.
Yes.
Or the Gabba gear, which I used for many a season.
And they build wonderful sporting fields around the world.
They do that now, yeah.
Yes, they have built some wonderful sporting fields around the world.
Including in the Middle East?
Yes, the big ICC field there that they put together.
I hope they're still there.
I think so. I hope so. But, yeah, so, again, that's a wonderful Queensland sporting family. Brian Gaskell, heavily into Queensland cricket, the late Brian Gaskell.
Brian
wonderful
and his
man.
wife Pam.
Yeah.
Extraordinary couple
Extraordinary couple.
in Queensland cricket and Australian cricket.
Yeah, Mark and Jen.
With their products.
Yeah, wonderful people. It was always wonderful to umpire when Mark Gaskell was on the field. He always kept you awake. And the only captain I've ever seen have 12 on the field and was shocked when he was found out. But they were playing Oppenheimer's 11 at the time, and they probably needed more than 12 on the field. But, yes, I've never seen a man look so innocent. And we can tell cricket stories, but we'll just watch this ball. There's another one about Mark, I'll tell. Comes into bowl. Oh, a very good ball. Good length, just outside off, played back to the bowl and no run. There was wonderful game. The first match ever played in Queensland was basically Ipswich, where this is being played against Brisbane. Ipswich were the outsiders, and we reenacted that match with John Bell as captain of Ipswich and Mark Gaskell captain of Brisbane.
Yes.
The wicket was very flirty, so as umpire I went out to look at the toss. Not good enough to play, considering we had players like Dimmick and Bickle in the team for Ipswich. The toss went up. John Bell won the toss, and of course they were always going to send him in. Mark Gaskell picked it up and said, "I've won the toss. You can have a bat." And I'm standing there as umpire, but Mark. So always good value was our Mark Gaskell, Eddie. Fabulous. And I think we won that by 2 wickets on a really terrible, and in the original match, Ipswich won the original match as well.
Well, it was to commemorate the first ever match between Queensland and New South Wales, which was in 1859.
Yes, when Queensland became a state. Yes. See, John, the last match was quite languid. This match, even though Napoleans, haven't been playing well, they're up and about, a little poke into the off-field. Well, it was an easy single in the end. Because again, we see this field where there's really no pressure. If you've got your head screwed on, there's a single there just about every ball. There's obviously a theory here being played by the captains. And I used the term last game, seat cricket. Well, that's got to be wide. Yes, way down the leg side.
Well, Arthur, both of these batsmen, as young as they are, have debuted in Brisbane Premier grade cricket.
Yes.
And played very successfully.
Yes.
And they're players of the future, without a doubt.
They're only kids. Because players have got older. As we see test team ages are getting older. Well, there's that much money in it, you don't want to give up. Again, he's down the leg side. My friend, he's a left-hander. Maybe you come round the wicket, eh? At last, he's coming round the wicket, yes.
I was quite intrigued by that comment, Arthur. Do you mean there's money in cricket?
There's a lot more money in umpiring than there was in playing. Oh, lovely shot.
Beautiful shot.
Cover drive. And it's got to the boundary. Gee, that was a lovely shot by Jane. He's put it into the slot. He's just put his foot to the ball and stroked it through the covers. Glorious shot. You'd be somewhere and they'd want an umpire and they'd be playing and you'd be playing. The players are getting nothing. And you got the best seat in the house and they're giving you money to be there. Again, he stroked that one nicely, but this time it's cut off in the covers. Better ball, no run. Yes, young Jane looks. Well, they both look very balanced. They're almost a runner ball, 16 off 18
I'm
and
not
17.
sure of his background. I think he may play with South.
Oh, goodness me. Oh. That one popped up and the Could be a discussion here. The fielder has run into the non-striker, going for what looked like a catch. Let's have a look at this on replay, John. Did it go straight up in the air? Replay's coming here. In on a good length. Oh, yeah, straight off the bat and...
Ooh.
Oh.
Sorry.
I think we'll let that one go, Johnny. And he's just been hit into the covers for a single again.
I think the big fella had, could have used Mitres right under those circumstances and sort of pushed the other boy out of the road.
I would have put the shoulder in, John.
I think so.
I would have put the shoulder in. You know, what are you doing here? Just put the shoulder in, push him out. You know, you got weight on your side. Well, he's a lot calmer than I would have been in that situation, John. There would have been a lot of words said.
Very contentious.
Very contentious. Handled well by the umpires. Oh, here we go. That's
big hit, and
that's
possibly a lost
oh
ball.
Goodness me, that's out in the darkness. He's hit that over cow corner, and it's way out. Let me get my binoculars, John? I can just see the fieldsman out there. He's disappearing into the darkness.
May never be seen again.
And he's down by the creek, and there are black snakes and taipans and brown snakes down by the creek. And he could meet a wallaby or a kangaroo out there, and I'm not joking about that, by the way, folks. Has he found the ball? He's just appearing from the darkness. Yes, he's found the ball. Trotting back now. And he's not on the Delhi Maidan, folks. This is, it's pretty wild country here. On the northern side of the ground, there's a creek. Mind you, it's a big hit to get there, but we had one ball in there today already. And out on the northwestern side, the creek's a bit further away, and
that was a magnificent strike, straight over the side screen, wasn't it?
Well, the lights, over the lights there.
It's not a short boundary. I'm talking about the straight hit.
Oh yeah, that straight hit for the sixth. Gone straight over the side screen. A big hit.
There's a gully about 20 metres behind that, and then there's a creek about another 20 metres further on.
Yeah, well, they didn't find that ball. That ball's gone.
No.
Yes, we do know the ground quite well. We've been here quite a few times. Okay, after that, we've kind of got their 48 after 6 overs, so they're going at 8 and over.
Very strong start.
Strong start, none for 48 against a tough team. So let's see what's going to happen here. Another medium pacer by the looks. To the left-hander, right arm over. Just a medium, full toss, slapped out into deep cover. Single. Good return.
Just the one run.
Darkness has really set in now, John. Dark night.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Well, I thought Simon and Garfunkel had the best version of that, but have you heard the latest one?
No.
Well, check out Sound of Silence by the Canadian group. And if you want to hear a really change-up heavy sound, Sound of Silence, not by Simon and Garfunkel. That's our era, Simon and Garfunkel. I'm trying to think of the name of the Canadian group that did this. But
showing your age a little there, Arthur, talking about Simon and Garfunkel. I can see Johnny's one thinking, who the hell are they?
Yeah, this is our cricket man from Multicultural Cricket who's helping us out. And his eyes are going round in circles. Who is this Simon and Garfunkel? You youngsters. My memory's failing. Let me check up this group.
Oops, and he misses. He may have got back, or a direct hit could have been very interesting.
I've got archaeologists out in the field, so I'll have to tell them in the future I can't use the phone. I've got archaeologists in the field, so I'll have to put in a secondary. I haven't had time to organise it. And given we've had a tiger where we are, I've got to be careful. Okay, on drive, down for a single. That's just a single. I'll organise a secondary tomorrow because the archaeologist, it's a...
Well, Arthur, they're 50. 50's up after just...
6.3, 6.4.
That's when the 50 came up.
Yeah, this is looking not bad, John. They can hold it together. See again, just a little poke. Got out the boundary. They've hustled for one. There's only ever one there because he's got a good piece of it. Looking at some of the comments here, I noticed the language is kind of nicer than when we had we were in the wrong score last time, which was good.
Yeah.
See again, just a little poke, just kind of out to mid-on there. They've got a single hustling for two. There's never two there.
Now it's been a very promising start by the Queensland boys.
Yes. We're not biased.
The Napoleans.
We're not biased.
I wonder if Napoleon ever thought or played cricket.
Mon Dieu, no. No. Mon Dieu, no. I can see with a bottle of, Krug champagne was later than Napoleon. The bottle of champagne going, cricket, no.
Apparently he was a very good bat, Napoleon, and he was never given LBW.
Well, I'll just digest that one, John. I thought that was W.D. Grace. I never got an LBW bowling in India. Does that count? I was given LBW a few times in India.
Oh, dear.
But, sir, I missed everything. No, that hit you on the pad. Get off. Yes, sir. Okay, we're setting now. They're very active in the field, but this batting side, 53 off 7, that's a run rate of just over 7.5.
Very promising start.
Given I would have thought it was a bit more difficult at this time, and if we might not see it on the cameras, but just short, and they've got a single. There's a rather large plane coming into land, coming in from the north, and it's just out of view. Just it'll swing round and land behind us. Swing round to the south. John, these are new lights here. I paid a lot of money for them. I would have liked the contract, but they're certainly good lights.
Yes, yeah, a huge improvement on the old days when we played the...
Limestone Park.
Oh, Limestone Park, all here.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
We played some of the 2020s here, and it was very difficult at night.
Hit on the pad down leg side. But again, quick leg by. They've good partnership. I remember umpiring at Limestone Park in Ipswich was the main ground for many years. Yep. Central's cricket ground, Central's cricket club are there now. Ipswich Grammar played a Natal under 19. Next bowl, full toss, pulled away.
Hit very hard.
Very hard.
One.
And
one run
well fielded on the boundary. And they played a Natal under 19 team under lights, and the Natal opening battery were bowling at 140 Ks. And Ipswich didn't make many. Ipswich Grammar didn't make many. And I remember one of their leading batsmen, very good player, was given out first ball. I gave him out first ball and swing and a miss outside off stump. And he looked at me, and what had actually happened, he'd come out the first ball, he's got the bat halfway down, it's hit him on the pad and hit the back of the bat and was taken by first slip, and I'd given him out. And he said, how was I out? I said, well, no run there. Played into the covers and quick fielding and back. And he said, I didn't hit it. I said, well, just write in LBW because it was taking middle stump. But technically court takes precedence over LBW. That was the same person who later on that season was playing the Wanderers and was the third batsman. Lovely shot again, John, into mid-wicket, and they're coming back for two. The last match they wouldn't have got, one was there. And Steen Carlson was bowling. and Steen Carlson had 2 in a row, and this young lad faced up and Steen clean bowled him, and Steen got his hat-trick. So and I will also add that, talking about the great Mick Sipple from Ipswich, Mick Sipple bowled him second ball in the next club match. So he didn't have a really good season. He either got 100 or was out in the first over. Young Dylan. So hello, there's a discussion by the looks about the ball. Who's bowling which over? Get on with it. If it's out of shape, it'll do more off the wicket. So we're here at none for 58 off 8. 7.25 is the run rate. So they're going very well. Again, deep set field, singles everywhere. That's a good ball. Wide of... they're running 2s.
Beautifully run.
Beautifully run. They were getting 1s in the last match. They're running 2s. That made it to the boundary. Well hit. And
very good running, Arthur. They're both youngsters, you know. They're only 19,
they're only
years
kids,
of
aren't
age,
they?
and they're very quick between the wickets.
Yes, fit. Well, they've come off a season of playing. They should be fit, John.
Yeah.
You know. See, again, just flicked around to the leg side. They'll only get 1 here. But that was young Jane, and he can play both sides of the wicket, front and back foot. Good coaching. Mind you, Sharma's the same. Your thoughts on getting youngsters to play off the front and back foot, John?
Well, I do coach both those shots with an emphasis on back foot.
Yes.
Because most of the boys I'm working with are, very talented.
It's up in the air. And he's got him.
Beautiful catch.
Beautiful catch. Beautiful catch. Now, that was a good innings. Good innings by Sharma. 26 off 25.
Yeah.
Just slowed down just a fraction. That was a good innings from young Sharma.
It took a really good catch
yes.
to dismiss him.
Yes, he moved in. Now, see the difference in this game. We've got an eager batsman. The other batsman's out there. He's not fooling around. He wants to be out there. Mind you, at 1 for 61, off 8 and a bit overs, I'd want to be out there. It looks easy.
It's a very good start.
Yes. Yes, that's a prime start.
For a team that haven't really played to their potential so far, they've made a very good start.
So let's see if they can just buckle down here and keep this momentum.
Well, they're together. They've got the huddle going. The Sydney boys.
Yeah. Javed has said in the feed, back-to-back wickets now. Yes, the laughing emoji. Yes, I can see that, Javed. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what's happening. He's taken middle. Everyone seems to love middle in this match. The Sydney team had a nice huddle. So now let's see, they're all back in the field. Well, Deep Fine's wandering back. Now he's turned around, yes, run back. Here we go. No run, just poked out to mid-wicket. Who was basically, is any pace in the ball, saving a single?
I think in the short version of the game, Arthur, that probably the best guard is centre stump.
Yeah. Well, that was a full toss. Hooked away. Hooked away for 6.
Well,
what a lovely shot. Full toss. Always no balled him over the waist.
And a free hit.
Free hit as well.
Very good.
Over the waist. That'll be a warning as well, John. We saw one in the last one, which was a bit higher than that, the last game. Up off your knees, son. It's okay. he's claiming the ball slipped. He's rubbed his hand on the grass, and we've had no rain in Ipswich for 2 or 3 weeks, so the grass is not the greenest.
And that ball's lost as well.
That ball's gone. It's gone in the dark over the fence down by the creek. If any kids want to come here tomorrow morning, there's about 4 balls down there. So, you know, and they're good made in India balls. Lovely 4-piece balls, actually. I prefer to bowl with a 2-piece, of course, but we're a bit higher standard than that. Oh, on drive.
And it,
Yes. Oh, he's done everything but stop it. He's slid on the grass. Excuse me, have you got spikes on? I'm wondering if he's got spikes on with that slide. I'd certainly have spikes on out there.
yeah.
I don't think he liked the commentator talking to him.
He didn't hear you.
There's a Shahid Afridi. I was in the stands and I had to go at my mate Shahid one day when he missed a fit on the boundary of the gap. He turned round and he was about to tell me if he, oh goodness me, how are you? Okay, he's in again. Oh, short. Played off the chest. Couldn't do much with it. Just outside off stump. Good defensive ball. Good shot. So here we go. We're 9 overs. 72 runs, 1 for 72, so 8 and over. Now this is a good platform, John.
A good start, good solid start. And just the 1 wicket.
Okay. They're maintaining pace. I would have thought, if they had a spinner, I would have thought they would have put a slowy on now just to see what the wicket was doing, John.
A slow bowler may be just quite difficult to pick up.
Might be.
In this light at this time.
Yeah, you know, the light is good, but change of pace, and we saw in the previous match the wicket was turning. You know, the spinners did a wonderful job, and of course it was the spinner who held the team to 4 in the first over in the super over. Okay, left arm. He's taken down the offside for a single. You know, you can tell the Sydney team has got excellent players. Another great sliding stop. Hello, Raven. I think that was just a bad ball, Raven. If you played cricket at any level, you occasionally let a bad ball go. So that comment, I don't think, is really the comment. It does happen. We've all done it, and if you say you haven't, well. See, that was another full toss, but a low full toss, pushed out into the onside, and they're back for 2.
Very fast.
Back for 2. Good, you know, return on the bounce right next to the wickets as you do in T20. But good running, John. Good running.
It's a good quality game, this one.
Yes. You know, it was an exciting game last game, but the quality in this one, you know, you only played at times to what you're playing against, but this is good quality. Oh, what a wonderful keeper's catch. One-handed, played outside the off stump, got a nick and a great catch, John. Goodness me. Yeah. Yeah, Scott Palombo there went for 12. Ball moved off the seam or in the air, I'm not sure which. Let's have a looky. We'll yeah.
Speaking as an old keeper,
yes,
Arthur,
had a good old keeper, I must say.
I'm not overly wrapped in that catch.
No, he took it one-handed. Okay, John, you should have been 2.
I think.
You think?
He could have danced in.
Yuvraj, the keeper. Yeah, first-grade keeper. John, first-class keeper. There's a long story behind that, and if we're ever going to do backronyms to this at some stage, we have got some real stories to tell, just as most cricketers have. But John, as a keeper, was extraordinary. Very fast hands, and believer in taking catches two-handed. You know, you take them two-handed to make sure. One-handed's for show, two-handed's to make sure. And there's not too many drop two-handed. And that's it. And he could have got both gloves there, John.
Well, no, it was a very
Sharp
good catch.
Sharp
Very
catch.
good catch, and he caught it.
Yeah. So we can't say no to that.
What I like to see with my keepers, and I've got a very, very promising little 12-year-old keeper coming on, is keep on the inside glove.
Yeah.
Always keep on the inside glove. Therefore, you're in a position where you don't have to dive or reach for that.
There's a problem when you although we've got a first-class attack, so you shouldn't have to guard your leg side, really. You should be able to, you know, depends where they're told to bowl, of course, but, you know, really keep on the inside glove, yes. Yes, he's played straight down the ground. 2 bounces to... for a single, trotted through for a single. So we got 2 for...
The Sydney Kangaroos field placings are quite good, aren't they?
I just get the feeling, John, that, you know, if you had 2 players just in about 5 metres, but here on you know, kind of on the offside, I still think maybe if you had one in a few metres, maybe cover it. I don't know, you know, but, you know, well, he's put that there. It probably wouldn't have stopped a run. Good run, Beautiful. Good fielding, good keeping. You know, there was a single there. But then again, if he was in too close, maybe it would have gone for 4, so...
Well, it's a very fine line, you know, between 20-20 cricket and, say, 50-50 even, and let alone...
Test
and Sheffield Shield.
Yeah.
And club cricket. Club cricket's mainly played over 2 days in Australia, but there's an increasing amount of 20-20s and some 50-50s.
Former Northern Territory player Randy Cleon as the player coach, and he's in the dugout.
Okay, for the Sydney Kangaroos, the former Northern Territory player Randy Cleon is their player coach, and he's in the dugout there and issuing instructions very quietly, actually. Now that he's got a couple of wickets, he's not as animated as he was before. Oh, that one held up maybe a little bit. So 10 overs, 2 for 78, run rate 7.8, so they're on target for 150 plus. And it's certainly more than the last time. Can they hold it together, John, is the question. They've lost a couple of wickets reasonably quickly. Well, that's a short ball, just pushed down to third man, deep third. That was well played. That was well played, just a single get off shot.
Of interest to our listeners overseas might be the Northern Territory cricket, which is played in the winter.
Yes,
their fixtures are played in the winter, right up there in the tropics, which is, you know, just far too hot to play summer fixtures.
Yeah.
So all their cricket is played in the winter, and many of the promising players from the south go up there.
Nice flick into the onside. Yes.
For that experience, although Brisbane players don't have to, Arthur, because
we got winter season.
As you well know, we've played summer and winter cricket here.
Yes.
The only place in the world, to my knowledge.
Yes.
And we've played it for 80 or 90 years.
Since the 1930s, nearly 100 years.
100 years.
We played winter cricket. The main winter cricket is called warehouse cricket.
Warehouse cricket, yeah.
Warehouse cricket came about because when we had 6.5 day weeks, people wanted to play cricket and they couldn't play grade cricket because it started earlier. So they started this thing that started after knock-off time at 12 o'clock. And Warehouse actually plays summer and winter. The winter competition is extremely strong. And some of it is played on synthetic, but they have, that's another single. They have two main ovals on the north side, or one main oval, which has got 7 or 8 turf wickets. A couple of those turf wickets are interesting, and they've got a couple of ovals close to it with turf wickets as well. And on the south side of Brisbane, at Kangaroos Park, it's synthetic wickets. But it's an interesting competition.
They also play at my current club, the Woolston Park Cricket Club. And
Woolston Park.
That's on turf.
Woolston Park is turf. The Woolston Park Cricket Club is in Ipswich, where this ground is. It's a old colonial ground. The clubhouse is an old colonial clubhouse, and it's a wonderful ground. And Greg's probably not listening, but big hello to Greg White, who had been captain of Wanderers when I umpired and played the occasional duck for Wanderers. Played the duck when they needed 50 from me, but Greg has been a stalwart there, and it is the home of Sri Lankan cricket in this region.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
It's the home of Sri Lankan cricket, Woolston Park Cricket Club. They've got two grounds, Green Road, is it, or Green Hill Park or something, and Woolston Park. And the training nets there are called the John Bell nets. So my co-commentator, John Bell, they're the John Bell nets, and they, 2 years old now, the big new system there, the John Bell nets. And if you want to hear a story about facing Jeff Thompson, Whitey has got a wonderful story about opening the batting against Jeff Thompson. That was a slash, and it's gone past short third man, and it has gone for 4.
We'd have to go for 4. He chased very hard, which to his credit, but I don't think he was ever going to get there.
No, it just comes down, it just slopes down there a bit, and it kind of gathers speed a little bit as it goes past, goes down a bit of a slope there. There is the story here. The ground is, at the southern end you're running uphill, and the great Mick Sipple was bowling no balls in the final. And he came off, and I was watching, and he came off and saying things like only the great Mick can say. That one kept low, flicked out to short third for a single. And I said, Mick, you're running downhill, Mick. What are you doing? Change ends. And I don't think he took any notice of me, but he changed ends, and I think he picked up 5 wickets and no balls. So it's, for all young cricketers especially, just go out, especially fast bowlers, know your ground, know where it's sloping. And if you're running downhill, just kick your marker back, 15 centimetres maybe, and see how you go with your stride.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, here we go. At the score 2 for 88. And he's inside edge, pushed it across to deep mid-wicket. Wonderful fielding again. Lazy throw in because they weren't going for 2. The fielding is very good, John. That's well, we're told that that's a local Ipswich second grader. Well, he only looks like a youngster. Well, his fielding is damn good. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm. There's an old saying, Arthur, you can always tell a cricketer by his attitude in the field.
That's right. Again, that one's flicked out to deep mid-wicket for a single. See, picking up runs here, 4-1-1-1. They've had 4 balls, 7 runs. So you can just, don't have to do anything silly this over now. Start off with a 4. That'll be a wide. It was either a wide or he must have hit it, and he was a bit late in the call, but it's a wide. That's a big hit, and that's a real big hit.
6.
That's a 6. I've just got to stand up, John. I'll just be a second, mate.
No problem. We just saw a wonderful hit there for 6.
I actually could do with another cold drink.
Has Drinks come onto the field? One runner. And my co-commentator is going for a short walk, complaining of a cramp. So, ladies and gentlemen watching, I hope you're enjoying this match. It's a very, very high quality match between these two players. One team from representing Queensland and one team representing Sydney, New South Wales. The Queensland side are batting and batting themselves into a fairly useful position. So the score is now 97 for 2 after...
No, it'll just take a second to tick over, John, for 12.
12 overs.
Yeah, we're about a ball and a half behind. There we go, 98 for 2 of 12. So they're running at 8.17 and over, which is... this is really good par. I would have said par was 150 here, given what we saw in the first time, but maybe the ball's kind of skidding a bit, John?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, and making it a bit easier.
There'd be a bit of dew setting in there.
Yep. Now, I'm sorry I got up before. This old commentator has got a cramp in the left thigh muscle. What happens to fast bowlers when you get old? The muscles you thought were never going to fail start to fail. That front driving foot when it hits. And when the muscles start to wither a bit with age, you feel every bit of them. Okay, here we come. Right arm around to the left-hander. Inside edge, single, down to deep fine. So, Jane is 38 from 35. This is a fine innings. And young Sani is 10 off 9. So Jane is certainly putting up a wonderful, wonderful innings here. You know, not express, but for the wicket he's batting very well. Okay, to the right armour. The right-hander is coming right arm. Over. Just pedestrian medium. Yeah, just medium. Again, flicked around to the leg side. Deep fine comes around to almost square for single. Change of field, left and right armers. Thank you so much. I've just been bought a little beverage, and unfortunately it's not Mirinda, so I've got to have Fanta. So, and we don't have thumbs up here either, so I'll take the Fanta instead of Mirinda. Lovely off drive. Just, they're coming back for 2. Slight misfield, good return.
Well done.
That's a good running for 2.
Very well run, because he saw the slight misfield and it just gave them enough time to scurry back for that second.
Yes. And if I was in, yes, that's the 100. 2 for 100 now. And if I was in Agra, I'd be having some punchy in Agra with my Mirinda. Down the leg side. That's a wide.
So the 100 has come up in 12.3
overs.
12.3 overs.
So, you know, if they have the talent, they're going to push 200 if they want to knuckle down, John.
Well, it's certainly on the cards.
Yes.
A score of 160 plus.
Yeah, see?
Providing they have the depth.
Well, yes, he slowed that one down and he just pushed it, you know, flicked it. Indian flick. That flick onto the onside, square of the wicket. Quick 2, hustle for 2. You know, that's something we learnt from the subcontinent, that flick into the square on the leg side. And, you know, when I first saw that, I thought, oh, I've got him bowled. And Brisk came across 2 runs. Well, I won't bowl there again, but there was nowhere much else to bowl because they could do that from anywhere.
Well, they were always risky players, weren't they? I remember when my old mate Russi Surti came out to Queensland, you know, he was very good. Well, he's a test player in India.
He's a test player in India, so.
And he was very flexible and risky in his play.
Man of the series trophy is named after
This trophy.
Yeah, man of the series.
And he was
just a man of the series, the player of the tournament.
And talking of Russi Surti, the man of the tournament's trophy is the Russi Surti trophy.
Oh, well, there you go. That's,
there we go.
That's a great honour.
What a great honour for Russi. Oh, it's up in the air. He's gone the larrup. The bowler's trying to get there. He's got, oh no. And they got 2.
And they ran 2.
See, John, this is the problem when you've got no one in. But then again, it's always that captain's balance. You've been a captain long enough at top level. Why am I trying to tell you?
Now, going back to Russi, he was a very good friend of mine, Russi, and he played for East in the Premier Grade here and for Queensland with you know, great success.
I played against Russi in indoor cricket, actually, John.
And he was a real character. He was a terrific bloke and a real character.
Character, yes. There's a very interesting story about Russi Surti in indoor cricket. But that's not for here. That's indoor cricket. But he was a fine player. Tough man too. Goodness me, tough man. You'd want him in your team. You'd pick him early, John. But he was with East, so...
He was with Eastern Suburbs at Bottomley Park in the old days.
They're now Redlands.
The club is no longer, unfortunately. It's now Redlands.
Down by the bay.
Very successful club too. I think they may be current premiers.
Yeah, Wynnum won a few, and wasn't it Redlands that set opening partnership for 400 or something in the final? Did you hear about that?
I probably did.
Opening partnership was something like 400 in the first innings of the final. Well, that hit a pad, went through to the keeper, and the bowler who's bowling is semi-round arm. And if he keeps bowling them down the leg side like that, we'll probably end up with one through us here. Yes, he's very round arm. That's belted down to...
do you think he's trying to bowl leg spin?
No, but we'd better have a close look on here, eh? Let's have a look on the monitor, see what we can see him doing. Well, that was the first ball, I think, that went down the leg. Now let's have a look at the next. Oh, no, he's just medium pace.
Just that sidearm
slinger.
Wasn't there a Pakistani bowler doing that in the recent?
Recent, yes. And that one's that's what happens when you sling it at the wrong. And that's a 6, folks, and that's gone over cover. Cover mid-off. That's a big hit. Asif Malinga.
Surprisingly, they found the ball.
Oh, well, I'm not coming back early tomorrow to see if I can find it. Put it on eBay. So after that 6, we'll see what's happening now. We've had runners on and off and new gloves and goodness me. And the keeper's...
and the round arm bowler?
The round arm bowler, he's coming Right arm over, and it's round arm again, and that'll be flicked for a single. They're not going to get two there. But this is being well crafted by the batting side, John.
Oh, I think it's a quality game, Arthur.
It is.
The fielding's been very good as well, and the batting has been strong, considering they've been struggling to find their best form so far in the tournament, and they're turning it around nicely tonight.
Yes, it's going to be interesting to see their bowling attack. Oh, they've got that one's got to go over the top.
Into the side screen.
That's 6 into the side screen. That ball, well, we've all been hit for 6, but that deserved it.
Lovely shot.
Yep.
Shot.
Straight hit. Lovely shot. Now, how is the bowler going to react? Shorten it up and don't let him hit straight. Make him play cross bat. He's not fast enough to york him, so. Sure. Oh, bang! That's gone.
Oh, that's gone again.
No, hang on. Let's see. Oh no. See, it's unfortunate as a bowler because when you put under pressure, although most of these players are top players, when you put under pressure, often things just don't go quite. And we've all been hit for 6 and occasionally 2 6s in and over. Although I must admit I went for 3 once. But 2 of those were over the keeper's head, so I claim those as victories. Yes, that was just unfortunate. So after 14 overs, they're going along at 9.14, 2 for 128.
Very good.
Now, this is quite sensational now if they can keep this up. The run chase, if they can keep this up, John, the run chase is going to be scintillating. We've lost our comment stream here, which is unfortunate because we're getting some wonderful comments generally. Okay, we have the new bowler coming in now. Sebastian. Again, just that little chip, John. There's the single. Keeper's got to come across. There's the single there.
Oh, it had to go.
That was a bad ball, that last ball, wasn't it? That was
6 more.
This one is Shrushrud. He's a Sydney first grader.
Shrushrud.
Yeah.
Yes. Shrushrud is bowling, Sydney first grader. Just reasonably gentle. It's pretty steady run. Oh, just medium, short of a length. Pulled into the leg side for another single. John, let's go back to England where you played a lot and captained a lot in England and took the Australian over 60s to England. And what I used to hate, you'd go out to open and, they'd have a couple of thundering quicks on, generally up north with a couple of West Indies or something, and you get through those, you'd be 20. And they'd bring on some dibbly-dobbler bowling at 120 and you were back in the pavilion thinking, what happened? You've just seen some of the best quicks in the world off after they tried to kill you. And they'd bring on this little dibbly-dobbler. You'd watch it come out of the hand and go, well, this is in the stands. The next minute, the wickets were everywhere and you're in the stands. What do you reckon, mate?
Well, I reckon in one of the games, I was batting 3 for my club up there in the north, and the opening bowler for the opposition was a bloke called Ezra Mosley.
Oh, God.
Who'd opened the bowling for the West Indies.
Full toss, pushed out to deep mid-off.
Well run.
And well run again for 2. Ezra Mosley, he was a bit, shall we say.
Ezra Mosley, very, very fast.
Oh,
very fast bowler.
Me.
And but there was more to come. The amateur at the other end was a bloke called Michael Whitney, who was also a test bowler.
We did it a bit tough up there.
It's a hard job for a batting pro in England, especially in the north anyway.
Yeah. They're just an outside edge down to third man there for another single. They're just rolling the score over. Well, Ezra Mosley, his eyes kind of went in different directions at times when he had the heat up, didn't they? He was just
He was
wild man.
He was very, very quick.
Wild man, very fast. And they seemed to play up north, and they were all fast. But they were all good in the dressing room after the match. And then when they came in to inspect all your bruises. That's another plod, and they're going to get two, John. Look, they played that 40 metres with this field setting too. They played it into mid-wicket.
And got two. That's brilliant running.
That's brilliant running. Well, they're setting a scene here, John.
So I'm not sure why they've been disappointing so far, because they've played so well in this match, playing with a lot more maturity, the young players. And, that score's really mounting up.
Well, maybe, John, it was, this is a big tournament, and they're playing against a lot of named players. We've got Ranji Trophy players here. We've got first-grade players in big matches. They've got quality players, and at times if you're young and you're coming into a big competition, you can get overawed early. Let's be honest. And maybe they were just a little overawed early, and now they've found their feet, and are going, well, we can play as well as these guys.
Well, isn't it a marvellous concept?
Yes.
The whole concept here is really, really outstanding, and it can only grow, Arthur. It can only grow exponentially because the cricket is of quality, and people are going to find out, more about this particular carnival and come along and watch.
Well, I won't say I'm amazed at the level of cricket, but it is. Well, I'm not amazed because I've seen the players, but it is really a good standard. And no, that's not out. That's come off everything, the hip, around the hip. I don't think that's LBW, unless you bounced it at your feet and it's on its way down. But yeah, the concept is quite brilliant, John.
No, that's not just, that's someone else. And someone else.
There we go. Played down the ground.
44. It's number 44. Number 44 for Sydney is number 44.
The scorers are a little bit behind. They haven't got the right...
Smith, that's the captain.
This is Smith, the captain.
Yeah, Smith, they've got it up now. Smith, Doshi. So, Smith is bowling. As I said, our feed, because of the international requirements of delay, our feed's coming through a little bit behind. So, okay, he's in again. That one jumped up. It's a single. It's just tapped into point. But that one jumped again, John. It's always been a bit flirty at this end.
It's been quality cricket.
Yes.
Quality cricket. And
having a chat to the main multicultural cricket organiser, I think things might have been underplayed a little here. I think this is quite spectacular, John. And I'll be looking forward to the rest. Hello, he's good ball, well pitched up, played off the back foot, and they've only got a single played to deep mid-wicket, but nicely played and well bowled actually. I think this carnival, the concept of the carnival is brilliant. Ipswich doesn't get a huge amount of good cricket. Mind you, we could have better cricket facilities here, but the concept is quite brilliant. How's that? Big appeal, not out. It's come off the pad, gone up in the air, landed nowhere and no run. So I think this could come back to Ipswich after the end of the season. We could do a bit more promotion. I know I'll be talking to the local politicians and getting some stuff around. Oh, he's kind of reverse swept that. It's gone up in the air. He's done something and it's landed somewhere like gully, short of the fieldsman.
Smith plays for Blacktown.
Smith plays for Blacktown, okay. That bowler, the captain, plays for Blacktown in Sydney. So, this is the second match we've seen. The standard has been excellent. I think when we were asked to do this, John, I think they undersold it a little bit to us. This is quite stunning, actually. The concept of, we had the Nepalese team, most people from Nepal. We've got Sydney players here, India, local Ipswich players. We had an Ipswich, so we've got Ipswich players here in the previous team. We had Ipswich players, premier grade players from Ipswich. I think the concept is stunning, and this needs to be supported, and needs to be supported very heavily, not just from Australia, but that hurt, driven straight back to him. We won't say he should have caught that. That would have been like the catch of the century, and they got a single. So the concept is stunning.
I agree, Arthur. I think the potential is unlimited.
Yes.
And a lot of people now enjoy the 2020 game.
Yes.
And
bit more promotion here. And the other thing, of course, is if you're in India, let's be honest, that's slapped out to deep mid-wicket. There'll only be a single there. That IPL is playing at the moment. Pakistan League is playing. You can sit in the office with your feed, watching this, and then watch IPL at night. And okay, people are saying, well, look at the difference in standard. Have a look at some of these players, folks. That's pulled up into the air, and it's just going to be short of deep mid-wicket. Come through for a single.
Nicely fielded.
Again, well fielded. We look at the score. It's 2 for 141, 16.2. They're running at 8.83. But the fielding has been excellent. They haven't dropped a catch. Very good fielding. Well, they're not going to get a run there. Played out to point.
And we know the appetite in India and Pakistan, Sri Lanka for short form cricket.
Yes.
Is just amazing.
Yes.
The sky's the limit, really.
Sky's the limit. Comes in and bowls off stump, played uppishly, but again, he's played to, somewhere between deep mid on and long on, where the fielder is. He's neither nor, but for another single. They're just racking the score up here. The wicket doesn't seem to be doing as much, except at the southern end. He's bowling from the southern end. But when you're bowling into the southern end, it's still jumping a little bit there. So he's coming right arm over to the left-hander. Oh,
not out.
He's tried the funny swing with an appeal from the keeper. Missed everything. Missed pad, missed bat, and more importantly, missed the wickets. So here we go. We've got 16 overs up, 2 for 142, 17 overs up, 2 for 142, and the strike rate is 8.4, give or take. So 4 overs to go. John, I'm hoping 180. That'll be in a bit of an acceleration, I know, but I'm hoping 180. What do you think?
Well, they're in a position now to come home strongly, so I don't know about 180, but...
Well, see, that's only 9 and over, John, basically. And they're running at 8, 8 and a quarter now, just over 8 and a quarter, so... there's 6 runs out there in singles. If you can hit the ball. That's full toss. Just dropped on him. Played out to long on for a single. And again, left and right hand combination. Fielders running everywhere. They've got 5 on the off, 4 on the on. Spinner in. He's pushed it out. That'll be a single. Or is it 4? It'll be 2. They've run 2. Sorry, folks, this is our blind spot out there. So they've run 2. But just looking at the previous ball, it was a full toss. It dropped very suddenly on him, and he's played it very well for the single down the ground. Okay. And there is a bit of turnout there, John. Right, that's a full one. Now that's... Oh! Gone straight over the head of fielder at Cow. He's jumped up and it's still gone over his outstretched hands for 6. So he's... Oh, did you see the way the back leg came up there? He really got into that. Vishwash has really enjoyed that. The back leg's gone up as he's flicked it. That was quite good. I think he tried the wrong shot. It's a single. It's a single out there to... deep square has come around almost a deep wicket for a single, but that might have been a shot for the offside field. They're just showing that 6th, and he's tried and it's just over his head. Okay, now what are we going to do here? They've got enough runs this over. They've got 8 already. That's a better ball. He's gone the hit. But again, oh, goodness me.
It's over the fence again.
Well, they haven't got anyone at deep mid-off, but it's gone straight over mid-off and straight over the fence at mid-off. And he could run into a kangaroo down there. Yes, we do have kangaroos in this area, and wallabies. So he could have run into a kangaroo down there. It's gone that far down by the creek. Just watching the shot again. Goodness me. 153. Yes. So they're certainly coming home this over. 17.5 overs, 159 for 2. Okay, here he comes for his last ball of the over. That's a better ball. Stepped back, pulled it through the onside field. And there's 2 runs there. Good return, but not good enough. Intercepted halfway there. I don't know why no one, they're starting to get a bit ragged. There's no one over the stumps there, John, and that's, they've been pretty good until this time. So there we go, another 2. So 161 off 18.
So 2 overs to go, Arthur.
2 overs to go, 161.
We'll see how we go.
2 for 161 with 2 overs to go.
Will,
yeah, well, 2 6s off that over. And they were good hits, John. He's lined that one up. He's lining them up now. That was the 2, the last ball. So the batsmen have had their little chat. The fielders had their little chat. I think they're a little rattled here. They certainly, talking to the captain, they certainly didn't expect this, I don't think. Right, we're now ready. The field is well spread. Singles everywhere. Okay, it's slapped down to mid-on for a single. Nice, well hit. Well, good control shot. But here, if you can hit it really hard straight, that's where the big runs are. Although, let's have a look at how they set the field. The right-hander here, there is a big space, excuse me please, butter chicken, in front of point. But here again it's been pulled out to cow corner for a single. But for that batter there is a big gap around point. So he's concentrating on bowling middle to, and saying, well, if you're going to hit me, you've got to hit me through the onside. So left-hander facing now. Oh, he's tried to york him, a slower yorker.
Slow ball and well bowled.
Well bowled, well played out to point. and just trotted through for a single. Well, I think they can afford to have a bit of a dig now, John. You know, this is the 19th. You know, you can afford to lose a wicket going for the big hit. In he comes. Now he's gone for the big hit, but this is going to be short. No, he's got there. And he's taken it.
Lovely catch.
Well, when we see it, because it's in our blind spot, it was an interesting catch. Yes. Well, maybe I put the commentator's curse on him. So let's have a look at the replay here, John. Okay. Oh, he doesn't quite get it. Let's have a look. Here we go.
Pretty much a swipe.
That was a swipe, and that was almost a drop. But a catch is a catch. Let's just congratulate the fielder, and what a great innings that was. And don't forget that we've got young Jane on 76 or 57 at the moment, and Sonny made 37 off 26, the batter that's just out. So young Jane is on 76 at a wonderful strike rate. You know, he's running a strike rate of 140. A lot of things happen there for not much, John. So Varma is out there.
So Jane really would like to be on strike, wouldn't he?
Well, you'd like Jane to be on strike, yes.
Yeah. Kunhar is also a Sydney first grader. Verma is a Sydney first grader.
Well, Hana Varma plays first grade in Sydney as well, so he kind of knows what he's doing, although he's low in the order. Slower ball, bang, straight down here, and that's where the space was. We just said straight down the ground, John.
Straight down the ground.
And it was almost 6, but that was a wonderful 4 off the last ball. So that was quite, shall we say, spectacular. So we got the last over coming up. We got 168 for 3. So 180, you know, where, you know, that was a lovely shot, John, really. That was...
I thought it was 6.
No, just inside. You know, half a metre inside. Yeah. Right arm over for the last over. We've got Hana Varma on 4 off 2, and the rather brilliant Aryan Jane, 76 off 57. And it's Jane on strike. So they've got, well, I don't know, after Hunar's last shot, who do you want on strike, John? You know, Hunar's a big, strong-looking man. Matter of fact, he's a real big, strong man. Okay, here we go. Quick to finish.
One man back, which is a good
They got
idea.
deep third back. They've got
Deep third's coming up.
here, John. Deep third here. They've got point, deep point on the boundary, cover 2/3 away, long off, long on, cow, play and a miss. There's that bounce at this end, John. And we've got fine leg up.
Good bounce.
Yeah, good bounce. Mind you, he's a big man too. TJ, the quick. He's big, you know, big, strong, quick. I think he's got a bit more speed in him than he's showing at the moment. Got a fairly open run. Opens up. That was a good ball, John. Here he goes again. Good ball. Oh, a bit lucky with that third bounce down to mid-on. For a single, mistaken, look for another, but it's not there. So we have
balls remaining.
Hunter, who is 4 off 2 with 4 balls remaining. Hello, what are we doing with the field? The big man, we've got Deep Fine up. We've got, no, Deep Fine's now going back. Square is back. Mid wickets, no, Deep Fine's come up. Mid wickets on the boundary. Long on is on the boundary. Long off is on the boundary. Cover 2/3. Point 2/3.
Holding.
And just as we were talking the man up, he's been bowled round his legs.
He tried a scoop shot.
He tried a scoop shot, yes. It was an interesting shot. Mind you, it was a slower ball, John. He's kind of, I think, conned him there. It was just good bowling. He tried to york him and it was full. Let's have another look at this here. Let's see, he stepped across. Oh, he bowled him round his legs. Stepped across, yorked him. Pretty good.
It was a very good ball, Arthur, actually.
Yeah.
He did. It was a slower ball and did the job.
Well, you know what happens when some quick comes in and bowls a slower ball? The eyes light up and then they close because you've got it all worked out and then you're back in the pavilion. He kind of said, I'm going to hit this on the leg side. Maybe the bowler saw him, John. Just said, I'm going to bowl you around the legs, son. Okay, here we go. Well, I said 180. We need 11 off 3. I'm not looking real good here, mate. Well, there's one of those little singles where nothing happened. It went 3 metres from the bat and they got a single. 4 for 170.
2 balls remaining.
2 balls remaining. A 6 and a 4. I'm in for 180. Jacob Vincent is facing. Where is he? I'm lost because no, it'll be Jane will be facing. Our monitor is a little behind, folks. Right, Jane is facing 77 or 59. Let's see what's going to happen here. Good ball. There's only one there. He's played it into deep mid-on. 1 run. So they've got their 70. Leg by 171 possibly. Well, he can't get 180 unless something silly happens. Right, here we go. Coming in, and no, he's decided it's too tough. That last ball's too tough to bowl. So I go back and have another go. It's good to have this much energy in the last over of a match in the last ball, folks.
He's a big boy as well, isn't he?
He is a big man. Yes, he is a big man. I'd hate to have a long follow through if I just played and missed one. Here he comes. It's there. It's on middle stump. Was it an LBW appeal? Not out. And it's a leg by, and they're running another run.
It's out.
At
and they're off again.
well, we've got confusion. I'm pretty sure he was out on the second run, so they've run a third. Was he out on the second run? Pointing. Umpire. Is the finger up, or did they run 1 or 3?
He's out.
Well, we'll wait for the scorers, John. Well, we can't see whether he was run out here or not. The umpire was... Hello, here we go. There we go. They're pointing down there. What happened? Let's... Well, he hasn't given out, has he?
No.
No. No. So what have the scorers done? The scorers are still cogitating. We're still 4 for 171. It's a 3. So he's not out. So he's put the ball 10 metres. Here we go. Look, the ball's gone nowhere. Let's have a look. The ball's gone nowhere. There we go. What do you do, folks, when you're playing? When the ball's live, the most important thing on the cricket ground's the ball. Not jumping up and down and saying it's over. The most important thing on the cricket ground is the ball. Make sure the ball is dead before you start celebrating. And I'll tell you a story about that. There was a final in the winter match. They needed 7 runs off the last ball. The team had somehow got to the finals. The team they were playing hadn't been beaten. The last ball, the wicketkeeper missed it. They crossed for 3. The wicketkeeper picked the ball up. Everyone was celebrating. He threw the ball, landed in the middle of the pitch, and it went for 4. So they scored 7 off the last and they won. And the team that hadn't been beaten all season was beaten on the last ball by a 7. True story. So we'll take a break, John.
That was certainly a well-run 3. They got 3 off that last ball.
Yes. We'll take a break, John, I think.
I think we'll take a break with the score 174.
Run rate of 8.7.
And the young fellow, Ian Jones, on 78.
78. How brilliant was that?
Very good.
Thank you. Down leg side. Looking at Jane's batting, that was pretty good.
It's a beautiful innings, yes.
Okay, there's a bit of thought going into what's going to happen here now. Now this is a very interesting field here. They're fielding a couple of fielders slightly closer than we've seen all day. I know it's early on and I know there are field settings, but they look a little bit more intense. Strong run in, John. No run, inside edge off.
No run, he's a big boy, the opening bowler.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
It's a strong shot out to mid-off. Return has hit the stumps, but of course no one had moved. Looked good.
A nice straight bat, nice straight
Yes.
shot, no run. This is the captain batting, Arthur, I think, according to the list I have.
Well, unfortunately, they haven't got the new batters on our feed. Yes, they've just got them now, I
There
think.
they go. No.
Now they've come up. Hunter Varma is bowling. That was the man that hit that big four towards the end of the match.
Second last ball, wasn't it? So
Well, only went out the next ball, I think. But yes, he big man.
he's a big boy and he's bowling quite quick.
Yes. Determined run in. Well,
That's a beautiful shot, straight down the ground. He'll just pick it up inside the boundary.
just over the head of mid-on.
They've come back for 2 runs.
Yes, 2 runs there. Controlled. Okay, in again. Again. Mistimed it.
No
Big
run.
bang, no run.
Another good ball, good pace.
Yeah,
Off stump line.
just out to cover came in and short ball there. Last bowl of the over. Had a wide to start with. Chipped out into the field, and that will be probably 4. It's in our blind spot. Let's see. Yes, it's 4.
4 runs.
Good end to the over.
So what came off that over? 5 runs?
No, 7, I think.
7 runs off the first over. A good
Yeah,
start.
I think 3 and a 4. As I say, folks, we're a ball behind on our feed, and they haven't got a scoreboard where we can see it. Yeah, 7 off the over.
Lovely shot.
Steady start. Steady, safe start. We must remember here, John, that the Sydney siders have got a lot of first graders in there, a lot of premier grade from Sydney. So we expect they'll put on a good show, and The local Brisbane team, although they've got a lot of good players, aren't quite up to the standard. It might be in the bowling where they get found out. But we'll see what happens. Wonderful fielding. Got a left armer bowling, spinner bowling. Lovely fielding there. Kept it down to a single, although there was a man out in the deep covering. He could have probably got there.
So he's just bowling left arm
Darts?
dibbly-dobbers.
Oh, not quite that fast. Darts. Yeah, but yeah.
So far.
My
Quite
nemesis.
effectively.
My nemesis. Yes, just, oh. Well, you're right. Dibbly-dobbler, you know, punted back, somehow took an edge or a pad. You know, gully's deep here. No run. Bit of excitement. You know, so what can we do? He comes again. Just puts it there or thereabouts. Slashed away. No run.
No run.
Yeah, slashed away to point. Good fielding. No run. Off the edge again. Out to point. No run. So you're right, he's got up to dibbly-dobbler speed, John. There's another one. Oh, that's four.
Gone to four. Yes.
It sat up.
Gave him plenty of room, and he was easily able to square cut that through to the boundary.
Yeah.
Which was a shame because he bowled a very good over.
Well, this bowling, you know, pitching into the southern end here, if you're at that pace and bowl just a little bit short, it's been sitting up. And at that pace, if you get it in the wrong spot, it's going to sit up. And first grade batter will take toll. So that was Darney that bowled that. Great over. But it only had 5 runs off it, John. A single, 4 dots and a 4. That's only 5, so they're none for 12 off 2.
And a change in bowling.
They're ringing the changes. I don't know when they're trying to chasing, you know, a fair total, John.
Well, it's good. It's a good strong total. It'll take, take a very good batting effort to get there.
Yeah, you know, they need 163 off 108. We've now got the scores coming through to us, how many runs, etc., to win. Oh, that's out. That's out. It's come off the shoulder of the bat and it got up throat high and he's fended at it and just got a nick on it. Goodness me, that was a good ball, John. Flirted at it, got the nick.
I'd like to look at the replay of that because it looked an obvious nick, but the batsman didn't seem too happy.
Oh, I heard it from here. Heard it from my earphones, and we don't have anything out there. Here we go. Yes, off the shoulder. Yep. Well, I think so. Well, it's in the scorebook, John, so that's it. Let's have another look here.
Off the glove, mate.
Yeah.
Maybe not the glove.
Everyone's gone up.
They've gone up for it.
Yeah, straight away. It was no. Yeah. Well, I thought, you know, even through these earphones here, it's a nice still night. I thought I heard something. And it's, you know, they're not noise cancelling here. I thought I heard a nick, but maybe it's my umpire's brain hearing things, as we got accused occasionally. Yes, I'm sorry you did get an edge to that, and the person did catch it in gully, and no, you didn't miss it. That's why it's caught at gully, sir. I'm sure I didn't hit it. Okay, how did it get to gully? That's another story. That was a bit brutal, that ball, John.
Yeah, it kicked up on him on the off stump.
They've got it here as Hunter Barmer. I'm sure that's not Hunter Barmer bowling. It's not the same guy. What's he got on his back? Jay. Yeah, that's Saxon J bowling. They've got the wrong name on the scorecard here. This is Saxon J bowling.
And I believe he's played quite a lot of Premier grade cricket as well.
Yes.
Saxon.
Well, let's put it this way. With that ball, if he's not, he'd be close, if he can keep it up. Oof.
It's quite an unusual action.
He's got that kind of, prop, well, not Bumrah style, but he kind of just sits there and then lets it go.
He's got some pace. He's probably the quickest bowler we've seen.
I think so, John, yes. I think half a yard quicker than most, than what we've seen. Likely type, actually. Let's have a look at that last ball as he's coming up here. Oh, yes, it's followed him, cutting at his head.
Keeper taking with gloves up.
Yeah, gloves up. Well, the batters had a go at that, and going down the leg side, hit on the pad into the onside field for no run. He looks a bit fired up, John.
He looks a youngster.
Yeah.
Only a youngster.
Yeah. Looks a bit fired up here. Let's see. Here
again, it was too quick.
Yeah, just too quick for him. Let's see what's happening.
Very good over today.
Oh, it's come off his shoulder or the shoulder of the bat. I'm not quite sure which. But again, it's up. Let's see what happens. No, he's taking it off the bat or the glove. Well, it's good to see a quick in T20 that believes there are two halves of the wicket. That's the batsman's half, and I'll keep bowling in my half. Make them sweat. Make them sweat, John. Not sure he got any bat on that, but let's see. Oh.
And that's a very, very good over.
He's a bit quick, John.
It's as quick as we've seen today, Arthur.
Oh, as I said, maybe by more than half a yard. He's a bit quick. And he's getting movement off the seam. He's getting it to come back. And, let's look at this last ball again. Very good run. Good release. He's too quick for him at the moment. And these are good batters. These are not fourth grade country boys.
No, basically all of the players for the Sydney team, the Kangaroos. I don't know how many Kangaroos they have in Sydney, but not too many.
Well, maybe out in the far western suburbs, but
maybe Penrith.
Maybe Penrith and further west. They got a few Panthers out there. That's gone.
Oh, and that's going to be 6 runs. And possibly lost.
Well, folks, that ball has kind of gone from, shall we say, hit over cow corner, landed on the top of the hill, way over the 6 mark, and he has found it. There we go. I think that's bowl it there again, and I'll put it there again. That was a big 6. Carried 15 metres over. Here's the next ball.
Oh, and he's done it again.
And he's done it again, but this time
it'll be 2.
It'll be 2. They've come back for 2. So well fielded out there. Didn't quite get that one. Thank goodness. Just had a question come through. about the field looks a little bare. Well, in Ipswich we haven't had much rain for a few weeks. The field is very true. Running well looked after.
Oh, 1 run.
1 bye, I'd say. Yes. That's a bye. Again, it's popped it, bowling into the southern end, bowling from the north into the south. It's popped again. And the keeper couldn't take that. The keeper's standing up. But he's only spinner, but it's popped. Played it to mid-off, no run. Well, he's been a bit lazy on that. He hasn't got it. It'll be safe, but it's only a single. Good return, big bounce return, but right next to the stumps. So I'm sorry I can't actually give you the score here, folks. Now the score's back up. 3.4 overs, 1 for 22. Scorers seem to be having a bit of trouble with the feed, I'm sorry. So that's over.
I think our viewers need to understand that it's the end of our summer season here now, and we've just gone into early days in autumn, and in Ipswich it tends to be very, very hot and very, very humid.
And very, very still. As you can see, the flags aren't moving. If you're looking at the flags down the ground, it's just a hot April night in Ipswich. And then again in winter it can get below 0 here. So
this cricket ground itself has had a lot of cricket played on it in the last 8 or 9 months.
So we've got Saxon coming in again here, and this time he pitched that one up a bit. Just got played into the onside field to I don't know, short mid-wicket, I guess, mid-wicket. The field placings are much more aggressive at the moment than they have been even in the previous match. These field placings are comparatively aggressive. Now he pitched that one up a bit. Let's see what he does here. Off. Wow, John, what do you think?
Another quick delivery, very fast delivery, and the batsman certainly a little dishevelled, would you say?
Well, he's bringing the ball in, and he's bringing it in quite sharply.
Yeah.
And
back in at the batsman.
Yeah, and it's following the batter. And if you're, I'm just going to watch this replay. What was the batter's first movement? Batter's first movement was to put his front leg out towards square leg, and he's going to be in trouble if he does that. There we go, and it's
feels safe.
Fell safe for a single over the head of one, short of the other, onto the onside.
He stepped away a bit and tried to give himself room to play that shot, but it was onto him again far too quickly, Arthur.
This bowler's got my interest, John. He's certainly got my interest. He's pitched a couple up this over, and let's see if he puts a stiffener in here. Yep. Put a stiffener in, short again, coming into the batter.
They're not liking his pace at all, are they?
Well, can I be honest, John? I wouldn't.
No, he's quick. He's getting the ball up, and he must be getting the ball to move in.
He's getting it. He's getting. Let's have a look. We can just before he bowls now. You look. See it following. It's coming right across. Pitch just outside off.
And the keeper's taking it
down leg.
Way down leg. Yeah. So the ball is moving into them quite sharply.
Oh goodness me! Played and missed again. Oh, this is the best bowling we've seen in the 3 full innings we've seen, plus this one. This is the best bowling we've seen. He's, he's getting back to his mark. He's not shuffling his feet. He's brains in gear here, John. Off.
And again.
The batter didn't get within half a metre of that one. We'll shuffle over towards the leg side, swing the bat, and if we hit, it could go anywhere. Yes. Now let's have a look at this man. 2 overs, 1 wicket for 2 runs. That's what that says. And this is T20, folks, and he's bowling against quality batters. I must admit, he's... and that over, he did pitch a couple up, but when he's bowling short, he's dangerous.
Well, it's at night under lights, and it's not. Even though these are new lights and they're very good, you still don't fancy facing up to somebody bowling at that pace.
Not me. Even when I could play. And again, we got a quick at the other end, and that one jumped again.
Because I'll just remind our viewers that most of the players from the Kangaroos, the Sydney Kangaroos, are playing in top grade, in the Premier grade in Sydney in New South Wales. So they're very good players, only a couple of steps away from playing Shield cricket or Australia representative.
Oh, 1 step away from Shield.
Oh,
That's right up in the air, got no chance. He tried hard and missed it. Top edge for 2. Well, it's a bit like swing and hope, John. Top edge for 2.
Mm-hmm.
They look likely in the field too, the Brisbane side. They look lightly. The Napoleans look lightly in the field. To spice up things, there's a helicopter coming in now. Oh.
One
There's
run.
no run there. No, there's no run there, John.
No run.
No. That was a bit of a silly throw. He'd backed up a long way, but I think that was a bit silly. He's tried to get on top of that, but played it straight into the ground. These quicks have got him rattled, John.
No doubt. No doubt.
1 for 26, run rate 4.88. Off. We're saying well, the decision here is obviously to rattle them by bowling short. Maguire, Rackerman, some of your quicks, John.
Chin music, Arthur, we called it. Chin music.
I remember getting a bit of it, and when you can't bat like I couldn't bat, it was disturbing. He pitched that up. It's up in the air, just short. Again, blown off the hedge, blown down to deep third man and just short of deep third man. Goodness me. This is not what I expected, John.
Very interesting situation in the match at this stage.
Let's see. Oh, that was a good leg ball.
Playing a miss.
Playing a miss, and did it go over middle stump, John? Is the question.
Well, at the end of the over, they're still only 1 wicket down, but the run rate is falling away.
4.63, 1 for 27, John. 1 for 27 off 6. And it's he's not bringing TJ back. I might have given him another over, John.
I think so.
But he's decided...
Because he definitely had them rattled.
He had him rattled. I would have given him... I know he's only got 4, but I would have brought him back. Get him now. Keep him rattled. So the batters now really have to try and dominate. You know.
So we've got Sane coming on to bowl.
Sane. How's that? Yes,
And
he's
he's
out
given him.
LBW first ball. Never looked in doubt. What a great ball. Just on a length. Just on a length, and that's out. Well, Saxon, oh, I think they've got the wrong. It's Sane. Now, we know someone that was called Lynn, and it was Lynn's Sanity. We know Chris Lynn very well. Played in the IPL. He's not playing in the IPL now, but he's playing around the world. So that looked pretty adjacent, John. I don't think it was missing many. So we had Lynn Sanity, and what's this gentleman's first name?
Wrong one, yeah. So we don't really have his first name.
We don't have him on the scorecard, and I don't think the scorers have actually caught up yet either on the feed, but not bad to get a wicket first ball, Jim. Soham Sane.
Sohan Sane, not Sohan.
So Soham Sanity here.
Right.
Well, 1 for none. I'd go off with a hammy, John. You can't get better than that. 1 ball, 1 for none. Go off with a hammy, son. Righto. Well,
4 runs.
Well, at midnight tonight, you call that a good cover drive, but it was an edge that went through deep third man for 4. Went through deep third for 4. There's only one problem, John. He's got to face him again. The fact is the name is Yuvraj Singh. It's not quite the right spelling, but it worries me. So Yuvraj starts off with a 4, so it's gone wicket 4 so far. It's come down the wicket. Oh. And that's another 4. And he's played that through first slip or second slip, too fine for third man for another 4. You know what, John? Why wouldn't you threaten him and pull in your deep cover and stick the deep cover in at slip and say, okay, get your bowler to bowl another short one and say, well, you're not going to hit it to cover. What are you going to do? Bit of a challenge, you reckon?
It would be. It would be. He's bowling at quite a brisk pace.
Well, he's not as quick as TJ, but he's... Hello. Hello. Look at this. They've got a first in there. Bit deep, but they've got a first in there. And not too many on the onside, so we know where he's going to bowl. So another edge to deep third for a single. So this is good captaincy, John. He's decided, okay, well, you know, you've got a couple of lucky ones. That's good captaincy. Well, This is what stirs up fast bowlers. Edge here, edge there, 4 here, 4 there. And he comes again.
Again, he was too quick. He was too fast for the batsman, trying to play that down to third man.
That wasn't a good shot, John, was it? Really?
Well, I think this pace attack has unsettled them without doubt.
Without doubt. I think, you know, if it was a longer game, you'd get an edge and go off and say, well, it's up to you. It's too good for me. You can't really do that in T20. Big strong run in too, John. Big stride, gets it over. Had a big swing, hit the toe of the bat. Bowlers come in and fielded. A lot of energy.
A little bit agricultural, the shot, but again, the pace bowling is certainly unsettling.
7 overs, John.
Kangaroos.
2 for 36. They're just over 5. They're 5.2 and over. Like, something's got to happen.
I think at this stage, the Kangaroos are hopping all over the place, mate, under the barrage of quick bowling.
Yes. That's a transall, I think. Okay. John, the standard of this game, I know the Sydney team's under the pump, but the standard of this game is very high. We're watching a very high standard of bowling, and we've got a spinner bowling here who's just... did he roll that out the back of his hand? I'm sorry, folks, we're asked to come in very late and we don't have any player notes. And it's just, here he comes in again. Another one. Played it out. They're going for 2. Look at the return. Oh, how is that in his... Keeper hasn't taken it. Would have been close. Would have been close.
Beautiful throw.
Yes.
Beautiful throw. Fast and low. And accurate.
Yes, just next to the stumps. I think it might have hit the keeper right on the end of the fingers, John. He's doing a bit of hand-wringing there. So, yep. Oh, he's right now. Okay, let's have a look here. No, there's no... Oh, yes, he's got it through.
Oh, it might go.
I don't think it'll go. 2 runs. Great return.
Beautiful. Beautiful
return from deep third. What's another 2? So Milan is bowling. He's 4 runs off the first 3. It's another one. Again, it's cut away into the onside, and this time it'll be a single. It's getting a bit of turn, John. Getting a bit of turn there, bit of leg turn. He's tossed that one up. That should go.
Could be.
Has he hit it hard enough? 6.
Yes.
Full toss on leg stump. Put away in front of deep square and behind cow. And they've converged, but it was just over the rope. So that's a 6. That was a bad ball. We haven't seen too many bad balls. Well, he's a leggy. You've got to give him 1.
And he's gone again.
Well, that one's out.
To be out. Dropped. Is it?
Dropped him. And it's gone for 4. That was unlucky. Same shot, not as much. Dropped maybe 2 or 3 metres in from the boundary, a deep square. Gone for 4. That's unlucky. Could be a pivotal. Could be a pivotal moment, John. Run rate is now up to 6. Maybe a bit more after that. You know, we're 2 balls behind here. He made good ground.
Would have taken some catching. I don't think we can be...
No, we can't be too harsh on him. And he's looking into those sets of lights too. He's looking into a set of lights, so yes. New bowler. That's a big shot for 4. That's been pushed wide of cover through mid-off for 4. In the air. Full ball, but lovely shot.
Lovely shot. Fieldsman tried hard, but he just wasn't unable to get there at the last moment.
After 8 overs, we're 2 for 52, which is 6.38. They've just hit a 4, so that'll go up a fraction. They've got to accelerate. They can't leave it, too long. 124 from 72, so that's cracking pace they need. Ooh. Tried to be too cutting there, John. Too gentle.
Yes, you tried to play it through cover point, I think. And
yes.
Again, it's quite a quick delivery.
Bit lazy. Okay, in again. Bowls close to the stumps. That one didn't bounce a great deal by the looks. Taken low down and well by the keeper. We've got a lot of night activity out on the airfield here, which is a little bit of entertainment. And for new players here, it's not the first batsman who has missed a ball looking at a big aircraft flying over and been bowled. In again, let's see what happens. Up in the air.
1 run.
1 run. Out to long off.
So the score, 2 for 55.
2 for 56 there. Where there's one behind, John.
2 for 56.
Yes, where there's 1 ball behind. So they've caught up again now. We were 2 balls behind now. So here he comes again. Let's see. Oh, that's yes. Yes, he got a bit adventurous there. Tried to push it a bit wide to get him to slash again. And it's a wide. So he's pushed us just that fraction too far. Be slashing over cover into mid-off. It's not a bad ploy to get him to try and slash him. Right, cover's moving maybe a bit squarer maybe. Oh. Oh, we shouldn't laugh, John. This is a good bowling attack. He got, there's been a couple of 6s and a 4. But this attack, he's bowled that. He just missed his line, the last one, by a couple of centimetres. That one, for this batter, the way he's playing, that was bowled perfect line. I'm going to put it out there, the old Queensland line. I'm going to put it out there, and if you can hit it, away you go. But you're not hitting it. You got lucky. I'll just hang it out there.
They're not quite appreciating the pace.
No. And he's in again. And he's been hit. The batter's been hit. I think he pulled that one a bit shorter. The batter was through the shot. Bit of cunning bowling there, John. That was pretty good. Very impressed with this bowling attack so far.
Very good. Very quick attack. Got the Kangaroos, the Sydney Kangaroos, that virtually had 6s and 7s on the off stump with the quick bowling, haven't they?
Yes, well, I wouldn't like to be out there, John. I would not like to be out there at the moment. You know, there were 6 off that over, a wide of 4 for the first ball and a single. So we're 2 for 57 off 9 at a run rate of 6.33. And there we go, first ball there, and it's just a single. You know, if we look at the field placings they've got, even here they've got fielders a lot closer than the Sydney team had when they were fielding. They've got a tighter ring. Oh goodness me, played and missed. Is it a minefield out there? Is it a minefield out there, John?
Well, I don't think so, Arthur. I think it's been a surprisingly quick attack that's sort of...
You know, this leggie's just putting them there or thereabouts. They pushed that for a single. The leggie's bowling there or thereabouts, giving a bit of loop. Bowling is a real leggie. You get hit for 6 or get wickets. You know, our friend, the Queensland leggie, Dennis Lilly, not the fast bowler, the great Queensland leggie, that was his saying. Oh, he's placed that straight down the ground. Will they get there? Yes, they did. They're back for 2. Yeah, straight drive. I was fortunate on a couple of over 60s tours to have Dennis Lilly, the Queensland leg spinner, as my roommate. And what a great roommate he was.
Yeah, wonderful fellow. Great spin bowler. Wonderful.
It's up in the air and it's just gone too far. He should pull it in. It's in our blind spot.
He did pull it in.
Back for 2. Yes. Up in the air again. Well, John, you know, you kept to him for quite a few seasons. And got quite a few stumpings.
A stumping record of Dennis Lilly that still stands to this day.
Yeah, in Premier Cricket in Brisbane. Okay, another ball. Oh.
He was a beautiful, flighty leg spinner, the old-fashioned Charlie Gribbon type leg spinner who threw the ball up and had good variety.
Well, he was a short man, and he threw it up in the air, and you kind of got mesmerised. You're watching this thing coming up above the eye line.
Yes, if you weren't quite confident on using your feet, then you were in trouble against the leg spin of Dennis Lilly.
Well, after a match we played in with that leg spinner from New South Wales over 60, he never got me, and I was the last batter out in that match, but I'd lost my confidence against leg spin after that. Goodness me.
Well, he's a very good bowler.
He was
a premier grade leg spinner in Sydney.
Yeah. And he was one of those leg spinners that tossed it up and you could hear it coming.
You could hear it fizzing through the air. Yeah.
Up above your eye line.
That was what, when Dennis Lilly was really on target, I could hear that ball humming coming at me through the air.
Just a gentle stroke down to deep third for a single. And talking about Dennis Lilly, I saw him take a catch at AB Field, playing for Wanderers against Lord Staveners at cover, and he put his hand up and he looked at it and said, "Oh my goodness, I've caught it." One of the great cover catches of all times, and I don't think Dennis thought he had it.
Strong shot out there for 1 run to cover point.
Returns a good job.
That's calling out for a no ball.
What's the no ball? There is a little discussion from the bleachers here on what's happening. Was he not in the field of play when he was coming in, or what? Bit of feeling here from the Sydney bench.
Well, Arthur, there's always great rivalry whenever a Queensland team plays a New South Wales team, as you well know. It's generally on for young and old. There's always a bit of feeling between the teams.
I'm not saying much, John, but I know a certain batsman called John Bell who, when we were getting, and there's only a single. Oh, that's quite brilliant. They've come in, only a single, pushed out to deepish mid-on, only for a single, and the bowler chased it all the way. He didn't get it, but the bowler chased it 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And, yeah, well, you silence, we were getting very chirped when we were a lot out for not many. Oh, goodness me. Well bowled. Played and missed outside the off stump. He's bowling darts. And they must, you know, they're doing a little bit. Let's have a look at this. He stepped across. Oh, that's the previous ball. But, you know, it's in there again.
He's dived at it, and
it was, I think, just short of him, John. How's that? No, there was an appeal for run out. He's well home. Just short of the fieldsman, who's deepish point. You know?
It was a beautiful effort, but he didn't quite get there.
He's hurt his hand, I think, John. I think he may have just hurt his hand. But that was a good try. See, we've got one of those bowlers who's just putting into the wicket. The wicket's doing a bit, and the batter is not quite there. So, it's... So here we go. Right arm over. The batsmen look a bit nonplussed, John. What have we done with the field here? Interesting field. We've got, I don't know, that's almost a short fine. Deep square. Cow. Oh, played and missed. We've got a cow, we've got a long on, we've got a long off, mid on deepish, point, short third man. That one's gone. Now, has he got this? He's under it, and yes, he's taken it on the boundary.
Good catch, very
good catch. Well, you know, we saw a couple of drop catches in the first match. We've seen a drop catch here, but that was well bowled. You know,
it's a good wicket because both batsmen were well set.
Yes.
22 off 22 and
26 off 18 and 22 off 23. You know, they were starting to move.
Oh.
You know, there he goes. That was a good catch.
Nice catch. Nice catch.
Lovely
well
catch.
It's a wonderful game, Arthur, and there's a fine line between pleasure and pain in this game, and that could have easily have gone for 6.
I've just remembered something, John. We were talking about Simon and Garfunkel and the Sound of Silence.
Mm-hmm.
The group that did the modern version a few years ago was called Disturbed. And if you want to hear a really soulful, heavy song, Disturbed doing Sound of Silence, have a listen to that. And if you want to listen to Pleasure and Pain, the great Australian group that did Pleasure and Pain.
Oh, well, that great soul singer from America. That his name I can't remember, but he's saying he wrote some of the most brilliant music ever.
Here we go, just flicked into the leg side. That'll be a single. Yes, Chrissy Amphlett, the late great Chrissy Amphlett and the Divinals, Pleasure and Pain. For our listeners in India, do a YouTube Pleasure and Pain. The Divinals, Divynls, I think, maybe something like that.
Mm. She was quite a singer, wasn't she?
Great presence on stage. Great presence, international star. There again, there's something here. You know, these are good players. They just cannot really collar the bowling, John. You know, he's bowling, you know, he's just coming in, putting a bit of a swing on it. There he goes. That'll be a single. out to long off, and they're kind of just rolling through the overs, and they're just rolling through the overs here, and here it goes again, flicked off into the onside for a single. See, the run rate's still below 6, John. They've got to get well over, they basically got to get, 8 3/4. So somewhere there's got to be a wriggle on.
Well, they have to get into it, but they've only lost 3 wickets.
Yeah, but it's now over 2 runs a ball. And when you're having 2 runs a ball, that's when it starts to get, I don't care who you're playing against, that's when it starts to get difficult. Oh, that's a wide.
That's a wide.
Hey, I think the bowler overthought that one. I think he's having a quick chat to the umpire, and now a big smile on the face. We're right. Now they're going to get 2 here. They're going to get 2.
The outfielding has been very, very strong, Arthur. They throw beautifully from the outfield, low, flat, hard.
Yes. Oh, we've driven that in. Oh.
That bowled him.
I think he missed that one, John.
That's a big wicket.
You shouldn't laugh, but when you see someone amble in and just roll the arm over, we've underestimated what the wicket is doing now. I think it's just gone off a little, John. To get bowled like that is, that's better than good. That's a big wicket.
Well, it's difficult. We have to wait, viewers, because our replay is two balls behind what we're actually calling.
See, there it is. Look, it's coming off the seam, John. That's just a good ball.
It's a good ball.
If you're not getting your foot right over to cover, it's T20. You're not going to do that at this pace anyway. You're going to trust your eye. And that was a good ball. So Daniel is, he's bowled wide 2, wide wicket, or wide 2 wicket, and this is the pace that always upset me. So they need 102 runs to win, or 46 balls. They're starting to get just that touch desperate. And they're probably bowling their weaker bowlers at the moment, but there's a single there. He's played it straight down the ground to deep mid-off. We can't give you the score, folks. It's not coming through, but we can give you, they need 101 from 45 balls, I think. Yeah. There we go. That's another single. I'm kind of bit perplexed here, John. Seriously perplexed at what I'm seeing. Well, that'll be another single down to long off.
Well, it's that Queensland fighting spirit, Arthur.
Yes.
And so far they've been playing below their capabilities, but certainly in this game.
This has gone straight up in the air.
It should be out.
It should be out.
And it is out.
Short third man has taken, or maybe deep gully, has taken a great catch straight down his throat. So in this over, there's been 2 wickets. And goodness me. Jeldy for the Sydney Kangaroos shortly.
Just watching that dismissal now. Oh, yeah. Agricultural swing.
And a good catch.
And a good catch.
Good professional catch, that. Didn't have to move far, but got there. Stood his ground. Took a lovely catch.
Well, it's going to take something special, Arthur, now for the Sydney Kangaroos to not only just get back into this game, but something special to win it. So at this stage, the Queensland team are well on top.
Well, you know, we've kind of finished that over. And here we have the man at the other end just tossing it through, flicked out into the leg side for another single. They're out and about. The Napoleans are out and about.
Well, he was a conqueror, Arthur, after all.
Yes, but this isn't going to be Waterloo. So 5 for 76 off 13 overs at a run rate of 5.85.
So they need something special right now. And
that kind of off stump. Goodness me.
Bowled him.
Off stump gone. Shot looked technically good, he just missed the ball. So that's Meet Patel gone. What have we got on Meet Patel, John?
I don't think we have a Mr. Patel there.
Yeah, this one.
Each maybe.
First? New South Wales, yeah, plays Sydney first. I think our mail on that is he's playing Sydney first grade. Meet Patel, I think. There. Okay, batter coming out now is young Gis. He's got a big job. 6 for 77, run rate of 5.78, 13.2 overs. This man has got a big job to do.
And their target, Arthur, they need
98 from 40.
98 from 40.
Goodness me. Do they have a Glenn Maxwell?
Well, they'll need a Glenn Maxwell now to get to win this game.
Just gentle roll over. Batter's just pushed it back to the bowler. Maybe it's going to be played by numbers. Push one back, have a fling. In again, gentle run in. It's a good ball. Paddled out into the onside, but again, it's only a single. You know, good fielding, good return. They've got the leg side field set deep and the offside field set a lot shallower. Again, pushed down to deep long off, or long off, and just a single.
Just the one run. And the overs are ticking away.
You know, this is the 14th over. The fielders are out and about. They're lively, moving in. Bang, single again. Long off. Good return. John, as a coach, what would your instructions be? They're 6 down, so they're not the top batter unless they've done something with the order. What would you be saying, John? International coach. Pray.
Well, I would be saying that it only takes one strong performance and one man to turn a game around, even from a situation like this. So come at the man, come at the hour. Can they do it? Not forgetting the intense rivalry, as we mentioned several times, between Queensland and New South Wales teams. A good friendly rivalry.
Well, not too friendly at times.
Not too friendly on occasions.
But as we got older, we kept the bad language under our breath. Goodness me, they've got a run off him. He's come back.
I suppose I was fortunate, Arthur, in that I experienced Premier grade cricket in both Brisbane and Sydney, and so I had a fairly good understanding of the relative standards, the quality of those players. There's very little difference.
No, often it's just one bad shot or one good catch, in some of the matches, and that's it. And we saw the Test series against England where it looked like a bit of a whitewash, but honestly there was just a few drop catches.
Yes.
Here he comes in again. He tried to push that around. You can't call that a wide, son. That's good. Now this is our man Saxon J. I think. Hopefully the scorers have got that right.
It's a man that caused the havoc earlier.
He was, yes. We'll just call him Havoc, I think. Trotting in for his third. Oh, short. Stopped by the keeper. That was pretty good by the keeper there.
Very nice.
Yes.
I'd like to look at that on the replay.
Yeah. He's a likely candidate, this man. I'd be looking to have my checkbook out if I saw him in another two matches this good.
Well, his pace has certainly dishevelled the New South Wales batsman.
Yes. Off. Goodness me, Shavash.
And he's getting still getting tremendous in movement.
How do you counter this, John? You're a batter. He's bowling some quite short, and to all our viewers, a kookaburra has just landed on the field, and he's just flown off. So he's got something to eat. They don't generally fly at night, but we've got lights on, so that was a kookaburra on the field. Okay, here he comes again. Oh. Up, they've run through for a single. Let's not do anything silly.
Oh.
Yes. So this is extraordinary, John.
It is. We're expecting a much tighter, much closer game, and
the poor old keeper's copping a bit of a caning here with what the ball's doing.
The Napoleans have really, they played very well, very strongly, with a good attack.
Saxon J. Yeah, he's just lining it up. Let's see what happens here. Oh, did that hurt?
Oh,
off.
It's quite surprising, Arthur, because talking to one or two of the Queensland players before the game, they were mentioning that they underperformed so far, and that they were hoping to put in a better and stronger effort this time, and they certainly are.
Well, they're on fire. 93 runs to win from 31 ball. That's 3 a ball, John. Goodness me, that's just... Had no idea. Close your eyes, swing the bat, and if it hits you, well, okay. I'll look at the bruise tomorrow.
Somehow it ended up at Gully.
Okay, here we go. 6 for 82 off 15.
Catch it?
Yes, he's got it.
And he has. Beautiful
What
catch.
a wonderful catch. What a wonderful catch at Gully. Coming forward. And he's taken him. Oh, yes, that's, I think, the catch of the day, John. Came forward, got it low.
Very, very good catch. Just inches off the ground.
7 for 82.
7 for 82. And the Kookaburras certainly aren't laughing at the moment.
Well, they're not laughing if you're a kangaroo. that's for sure. That was a smart catch, John. Low down at gully. I noticed the kangaroo batters are not rushing out there at the moment.
No.
There's a lot of arm swinging going on. So one would suggest the coach may have said, you've got two chances here. One's to hit him for 6 and the other one's to go out. We'd love a few 6s.
Well, I guess you never say never, but
the lady is just about to sing.
The Brisbane time, the Queensland team are very much on top, and it would take something extraordinary now for the Sydney Kangaroos to turn it around.
Right, here we go. Goodness me. For all the viewers, all the Sydney team has got Sydney on their back, so Sydney's doing nothing. And he's just kind of floated that one up to the new batter, and it's kind of been plotted out to mid-wicket and no run.
He's a big boy too, the batsman.
And young Jacob has got 3 for 7. Well, that's up in the air. Here we go.
That's going to be out.
That should be out. Addis taken, and he's got 4 for 7, John. Would you believe 4 for 7?
Well, brilliant figures.
Wicket, dot, wicket. You know, just unbelievable. .93 to win from 28 balls. I don't think touching a bat and having a chat here is going to have much to do. There's a helicopter doing some landing behind us at the airfield, right at this end of the airfield. Maybe that's putting them off. The flashing lights, John.
Well, they're certainly not playing with much conviction at the moment. That shot was only a half-hearted shot, wasn't it? And
yes, you know, but again, you know, I keep saying this pace, and you know, for me, I could never play it anyway. But I'd rather play someone at 145 than this place. Goodness me. He's coming round the wicket, a big swing, and it missed.
Keeper flashed the bails off.
Well, he was going to flash the bails off and decided no, he's still in. Swing and a miss. Wicket, dot, wicket, dot. 8 for 82. Bang. That could be out. Yes, stumped. Would you believe Jacob Vincent Sabulka has got 2 overs, 2.4 overs, 2.5 overs, sorry. They're behind here. 5 wickets for 7.
5 for 7. Well, you can certainly say he's having a night out, Arthur.
Well, I'm a bit disturbed about who's going to get man of the match, John. Goodness me. Now, can you believe this? You know, I'm looking at the team sheet here. First, Premier League, you know, all Premier. Mm-hmm. And there are 4 Ipswich players in the team that don't have the same category. But 2, 4, 6, 7 of the players are playing New South Wales Premier League, mm-hmm. Premier Division. Unbelievable. Well, that's the best shot played off the bowler yet, and for no run. 9 for 82. Number 11's come in and played the best shot off the bowler yet for no run.
Well, it's been a remarkable effort by the
9 for 82.
the Queensland boys.
16 overs gone. 93 to win off 25 balls.
Well, you know, Arthur, Napoleon was, he mostly had victories, mate. He
This
didn't-
is Austerlitz. Is it Austerlitz or, you know, he won a lot of battles. He lost a couple, but, you know, it's not Waterloo here. Okay, here comes the quick again, last over. Oh, he's got bat to it. Do you think they've got a spring in the step, John? I've just watched the quick bowl one in, pitched it up, played out towards mid-wicket, and he's run over and fielded the ball himself.
I'd say that means he's pretty enthusiastic, Arthur.
Well, he keeps looking round at the scoreboard and going, goodness me. And he just has a quick turn round and has a look at the batter as if to say, you're mine. Short, I'd say, John. Let's see. Short. No. How's that?
Oh, big shout, not
Big
out.
shout, but he's pushing it, you know, he's been pushing it down leg, I'd say. Front pad going down leg. Yes.
Well, he comes in so sharply from off,
Yeah,
outside the off stump.
Yeah. Gee, I tell you what, if he could...
At quite, at great pace.
Decent pace. If he could straighten one, if he's got a straight one on him, he would be devastating at any level. Okay, we come the next ball. Yeah, going down leg, that one. Oh, goodness me. No, there's no run there, son.
No run there.
No run batter, no. Well, to use something out of, I think, Monty Python, shocked and stunned and not a little amazed.
Well, it's been a very, very impressive effort by the Queensland boys.
It's total discipline, John. You know, they dropped the catch, but it is total discipline. Well, he's trying to bowl him out. He's not trying to scare him. You know, he's pitching up. Played and missed. Maybe he's got to put a stiffener in there and try and get him with the last ball. You know.
Very, very impressive.
Yes, gentle chat to young fast bowler. Don't care if he's number 10 or number 11 or number 9. Put one around his throat. You know, he's trying to win the game. You're trying to win it. Don't give him anything. Give him one round the throat.
I don't think he needs any encouragement, Arthur. Swing and a miss.
Well, it sounded, I don't know. Goodness me. Well, that's 17 overs gone.
Good pace. Good pace.
Was that a mate? I don't remember anyone doing anything.
I think it was. Yeah.
Goodness me, I just find this. They're shaking hands.
Yes.
Well, they've decided to shake hands. Oh no, he was out. Was that the problem? Goodness gracious, schoolboy. I think actually that big dish, no one jumped up and down. That's the wicket. So we missed that because we can't see. Clean bowled him. That's the wicket. That's why they're shaking hands. All out for 82.
Wow.
That's a stunning victory from a team that came in here, the Napoleans. I had a chat to the captain. He admitted he was under the pump. but they said they'd improved the second innings in the last match. So, folks, it's been a wonderful day today. 2 wonderful matches. You don't often get a super over, and this was a rout.
This was certainly a rout, and a very, very strong win by the Queensland side.
And the underdogs won, and I think we will be back here tomorrow, John, for the matches. So if they're this standard, the umpires have got the best seat. I think we've got the best seat. So goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much. A point, but here again it's been pulled out to cow corner for a single. In he comes. Now he's gone for the big hit, but this is going to be short. No, he's got there, and he's taken it. A lot of things happen there for not much, John. Although he's low in the order. Slower ball, bang straight down here. And that's where our play and a miss. There's that bounce at this end, John. Ball, John. Here he goes again. Good ball. Oh, a bit lucky with that. Thirds. 0.2 thirds.
Holding.
Well, he's been a bit lazy on that. He hasn't got it. It'll be safe, but it's only a single. Good return, you know, big bounce return, but right next to the stumps. Oof. Wow, John. There we go. And it's off.
Feels safe.
Fell safe for a single. Yep. Put a stiffener in. Short again. Off.
And again.
Not me. Even when I could play. And again, we got a quick at the other end. Oh, 1 step away from shield. That's right
gone.
Up in the air. Got no chance. He tried hard and missed it. Top edge for 2. Oof. Oh, he pitched that up. It's up in the air. Just short. Again. Oh, that was a good leg ball.